Hi students, today we are going to take a new lesson, lesson 6, division. We know that division is a repeated subtraction. Division is a repeated subtraction. We just revise some problems based on division. 6 division 2. Then first we write 6 here and 2 is here. Then we are taking 2's table. We know that 2 3's are 6. 2 3's are 6. Taking 3 as here. Then 3 2's are 6. Then 6 minus 6 equal 0. First we are writing 6 here and 2 here. Then taking which table? 2's table. We know that 2 3's are 6. So we are taking these 3 to this side and 3 2's are 6. 6 minus 6 equal 0. We are already learned in our previous classes. Then here 3. 3 is a quotient. 3's name is quotient. And the bigger number, that means the inside number, is dividend. 6 is dividend and the balance number is remainder. We are taking which number to division? That number is known as divisor. So our answer is quotient, taking the bigger number as dividend and the balance number is remainder. And which number we can using division? That number is known as divisor. Then how we can check our answer is correct? That is dividend equal divisor into quotient plus remainder. We can check our answer is correct. The formula is dividend equal divisor into quotient plus remainder. Which number is our divisor? Divisor is 2. So we write 2 here. Multiply quotient is 3 plus remainder. Remainder is 0. So 2 3's are 6. 6 plus 0 equal 6. Okay. Once again I repeat the problem. Our question is 6 division 2. We are taking 2's table. We know that 2 3's are 6. So we take here the number 3. Then 3 2's are 6. Then minus. That means division is a repeated subtraction. So we are taking here as a minus. 6 minus 6 equal 0. Then the bigger number in this problem is dividend. And its answer is quotient. Balance is remainder. We are taking which number to division? That number is known as divisor. Then check our answer is correct. The formula is dividend equal divisor into quotient plus remainder. Our divisor is 2. Quotient is 3. Remainder is 0. So 2 into 3 plus 0. 2 3's are 6. 6 plus 0 equal 6. Our answer is correct. Our second example. 48 division 6. So we write 48 division 6. Then we are taking which table? 6 table. Then we know that 6 8's are 48. So we write 8 here. Then 6 8's are 48. Then 48 minus 48 equal 0. 8 minus 8 equals 0. 4 minus 4 equal 0. So next is check our answer is correct. That's our formula is dividend equal divisor multiply quotient plus remainder. This is our quotient. This dividend. This is remainder. This is our divisor. So, divisor equal 6, quotient equal 8, remainder equal 0. So, 6 into 8 plus 0. 6 8s are 48. Then 48 plus 0 equal 48. Next is properties of division. There are 4 properties of division. Property 1, when we are dividing a number by the same number, we get the quotient as 1. That means we are taking the same number division. 8 division 8 equal 1. Then 9 division 9 equal 1. That is our property 1. Then our second property, when we are dividing a number by 1. That means 8 division 1. 8 division 1 equal 8. Same way 9 division 1 equal 9. That is our first two property. First property, when we are dividing the two same numbers, we get the quotient as 1. Second property, when we are dividing a number by 1, we get the number itself. Then our third property, every division facts has 2 multiplication facts. That means 20 division 5 equal 4. This is our division fact. Then we are getting 2 multiplication fact. That means 5 multiply 4 equal 20. And the reverse, 4 multiply 5 equal 20. That means every division fact has 2 multiplication facts. Suppose the example 2 division 5 equal 4. First we are taking 5 multiply 4 equal 20 and just opposite 4 multiply 5 equal 20. Then our last and final property, a number cannot be divided by 0. A number cannot be divided by 0. These are our 4 property. First property, when we dividing a number by the same number, we get the quotient as 1. Second property, when we are taking a number divided by 1, we get the same number. Then third property, every division fact has 2 multiplication facts. That means 20 division 5 equal 4. That is our division fact. Then multiplication fact equal 5 4s are 20 and 4 5s are 20. And last and final property, a number cannot be divided by 0. Then our next heading is dividing a number by 10, 100, 1000, etc. First we taking the number 48 division 10. In 10, how many zeros are there? There are 1 0. So we are taking this number, last place 1 digit number taking as a remainder. That means the last 1 digit number is 8. 8 taking as a remainder and the remaining number as a quotient. So 48 division 10 equal, quotient is 4 and the remainder as 8. The next one more example, consider the number 72 division 10. Here in this number divided by 10, so there is only 1 0 in 10's position value. So here we are taking the last one's position value is 2. That 2 is taking as a remainder and the balance number 7 is taking as a quotient. Then next is 379 division 100. So in 100, how many zeros in 100? There are 2 zeros. So we are taking last 2 values taking as a remainder. That means 79 is taking as a remainder and the remaining number is taking quotient. So 3 is a quotient and 79 is a remainder. Then one more example, consider number 465 division 100. So there is in 100 there are 2 values. So in this number last 2 values taking as a remainder. That means 65 is taking as a remainder and the balance number is taking quotient. So our quotient is 4 and the remainder is 65. The next is considering the number 3789 division 1000. Then in 1000, how many zeros in 1000? 3 0. So we are taking last 3 positional values as remainder. That means 789 as a remainder and the balance, that means 3 is our quotient. Then one more example, consider the number 4694 dividing by 1000. So we are taking last 3 position values, that is 694 as a remainder and the balance number 4 as a quotient. So we are taking dividing a number by 10, 100, 1000, etc. considering the zeros in that number. I hope all of you understood today's class. Before wind up our class, all of you do 6.1 and 6.2 exercise in your text and notebook. Then children, take care. Bye. Thank you.